Okay, so like I was saying, now we have a different situation where now we are going to add Catherine. And so this is the tree diagram. And actually, if you could look on my key, that'll show you the tree diagram. And then the bottom row is how many total possibilities there are. And so we'd have a total of 24 if you counted them all up, because down here we'd have, you know, C, K, B, K, well, I think that's, so anyway, if you look on my key, you'll see the tree diagram, is going to look, you know, we're going to have this, and then we're going to have 2 off of there, 2 off of there, 2 off of there. We're going to have that, 2, 2, 2, right? 2, 2, 2, and then 2, 2, 2. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So there are a total of 24 different possibilities. So we don't want to have to draw a tree diagram every time, because you can see that was a real pain. So what instead we're going to do is try and figure out how can we use the fundamental counting principle. Well, there are 3 different positions. We have an editor, a co-editor, and a columnist. So how many people are there? How many possibilities are there for the editor? We have 4. The co-editor, we have 3. And the columnist, we have 2. Well, 4 times 3 is 12, times 2 would be 24. Yay! So that's a lot quicker than drawing our tree diagram. Well, now, I kind of touched on this yesterday in class. Now it says, how would your sample space change if the class decided not to appoint positions, but instead wanted a 3-person committee to oversee the statesman? Well, if you have a 3-person committee, let's see. You know what? I'm going to go to the next page. So just a second. Okay, so the sample space would be Abby, Boris, and Chris, Abby, Boris, and Catherine. Abby, Chris, and Catherine, or Boris, Chris, and Catherine. So now, instead of having 24 different possibilities, and this, writing out the sample space, we don't need a tree, we could do a tree diagram, but I think it's just as easy to write them out. Now what it says to do is figure out, I don't want to have to write out the sample space. Well, what happens is now the order in which I choose these people doesn't matter. Originally, it was different if Abby was Abby was editor, Boris was co-editor, and Chris was columnist, right? That's different than if Boris was editor, Abby was co-editor, and Chris was the columnist. Well, now, if I choose Abby, Boris, and Chris, that's the same as if I choose Boris first, then Abby, then Chris. That's the same group of 3 people for the committee. So what I can do is take my 4 times 3 times 2, which is how many ways I can fill those 3, choose the 3 people. But now the order doesn't matter. So how many ways can I organize those 3 people? 3 times 2 times 1. Well, now if you divide that out, that's where your 4 comes from. So here, just to kind of clarify, down here, the order doesn't matter, right? You can really read my handwriting. So order doesn't matter, and repetition's not allowed. If you can't choose Abby twice. Once you've chosen her, she's done. So that's why you're dividing out by the 3 times 2 times 1, because the order doesn't matter. And that's the end of our lesson. I will also post my answer to the cool down. And actually, I think I'll just allow you to work on that. The answers are on my key. All right? Take care, and I will see you on Thursday. Assignment 2 is your homework, and I will collect 1 tomorrow. And hopefully this made sense, and hopefully you were able to follow the video. All right, thanks for all your help, guys, and for being such good sports with me being gone so much. All right, take care. Bye.